OCN Volume 25 Number 10, October 4, 2025 Highlights. This podcast presents concise summaries of each of the articles and columns in this issue of OCN in the order they appeared in the paper. For details, please refer to the articles and columns, which are posted at ocn.me. The Palmer Lake Board of Trustees canceled its first meeting of September and held a meeting on the 25th. New members Beth Harris and Roger Mosley were sworn in, replacing recalled trustees. The board adopted an ordinance requiring voter approval for future annexations. Pending litigation against the town was discussed, including 2 lawsuits awaiting judicial decisions. Rich Kuster was appointed to the Planning Commission, filling a recent vacancy. Public comments highlighted concerns over the Buc-ee's annexation request and the recent recall election. The board recognized Creek Week 2025 and discussed ongoing watershed restoration efforts. The meeting concluded with an executive session to amend a sale agreement with 215 LLC. On September 2, the Monument Town Council held a brief meeting to discuss the proposed preliminary budget for 2026, presented by Finance Manager Jennifer Phillips. The budget indicates a projected loss over the next 2 years, prompting discussions on necessary cuts to address the growing deficit, which has already led to the layoff of 5 employees and retirement of another. Revenue projections are down due to decreased sales tax collections and reduced state and federal funding, while essential expenditures for public safety and infrastructure are prioritized despite budget constraints. The council is considering various cost-cutting measures, including reducing membership fees, training expenses, and employee wellness programs, while also planning to eliminate holiday decorations. Public input will be sought as the council continues discussions with the Citizens Advisory Committee, aiming to balance fiscal responsibility with community needs before finalizing the budget later this year. At a special meeting on September 2, the Palmer Lake Planning Commission voted to recommend denial of Buc-ee's Planned Development Plan, Sketch Plan, and Annexation Agreement. Commissioner Andre Bergeron recused himself due to concerns over an intimidating package delivered to his home, which affected his impartiality. After a failed motion to approve the development, Commissioner Bill Fisher cited multiple issues, including non-compliance with the community master plan and concerns about water and infrastructure, leading to a 3-2 vote for denial. The commission also voted 3-2 to deny the sketch plan on similar grounds, while Commissioner Matt Stephen highlighted vague language in the annexation agreement, resulting in a 4-1 vote against it. The final decision on the Buc-ee's project will be made by the Palmer Lake Board of Trustees at a special meeting on October 2. The Parent and Community Advisory Committee of Lewis Palmer District 38 met on September 9 to discuss plans for the 2025-26 school year, with Renee Butler and Kirsten Zook continuing as co-chairs. This year, the committee aims to enhance its advisory role to the Board of Education, focusing on group discussions and increased interaction regarding the district's strategic plan. Board President Tiffany Upchurch highlighted resources available on the district website, including live streams of meetings and board documents to keep members informed. During the meeting, members reviewed board goals related to safety, academic excellence, teacher retention, facilities planning, fiscal stewardship, and improved communication. The committee will prioritize these goals through discussions and voting, with results to be shared at a future meeting, and the next PCAC meeting is scheduled for October 14 at Palmer Ridge High School. The Monument Academy Board met in September to discuss a marketing proposal and transfer residual equity between campuses. Audrey Kirchner from Inkema presented a plan to enroll 125 students by 2027, focusing on athletics and a new gymnasium. The marketing strategy includes multi-channel campaigns targeting parents and students, utilizing social media and video content. The board unanimously approved moving forward with Inkema after addressing implementation timelines and student involvement in social media. Additionally, the board approved a $1.8 million equity transfer from West Campus to East Campus to support financial compliance. Executive Director Colin Vinchattel reported positive academic assessment results, with 68% of elementary students on grade level. Elementary Principal Jesse Davis emphasized safety during car line procedures and encouraged efficient traffic flow for pickups. The board also approved several policy updates and will meet again on October 16 to continue discussions and planning. The Lewis Palmer D38 Board of Education held a meeting on September 15 to discuss various topics related to the new school year and district activities. Dr. Michael Braum presented the results of last spring's state assessments, highlighting the district's ranking in the top 12% of districts for academic excellence. The board voted to accredit all district schools, emphasizing the importance of academic growth and post-secondary readiness. Director of Innovative Programs Amy Ciankowski reported on the Career and Innovation Center, which opened on August 25 and currently has 170 students enrolled in various technical courses. Chief Business Officer Brett Ridgway provided an update on financial planning, noting that September is a light month for his department as they prepare for the annual audit. Board President Tiffany Upchurch announced upcoming elections for 2 board seats, with a candidate forum scheduled for September 29. The board approved a list of goals for the year, which will be detailed in board documents, and discussed including the cost of each goal. High school student representatives presented on school activities, including a revised fight song aimed at inclusivity, demonstrating student engagement in district discussions. The Tri-Lakes Monument Fire Protection District held a meeting on September 24, filling a vacant board seat. The board approved the purchase of a training tower and a wildland engine for future use. A workforce analysis presentation was given to assess staffing needs over the next 5 years. 2 promotions were celebrated in a pinning-on ceremony before the meeting commenced. New board member Andre Mouton expressed excitement about serving the community again. The board unanimously approved contracts for the training tower and wildland engine purchases. Financial updates revealed the district's revenue and expenses are on track for the year. The next meeting is scheduled for October 22, with details available on the district's website. During its September meeting, the Woodmoor Water and Sanitation District Board began discussing the integration of accessory dwelling units, or ADUs, into existing policies. District Manager Jesse Schaefer highlighted the challenges posed by ADUs, which are secondary housing units on single-family lots, and noted that 2 residents had requested approval for their construction. Recent legislation in Colorado mandates that jurisdictions allow ADUs and restricts certain regulations, prompting the need for WWSD to update its rules to define ADUs clearly. After a detailed discussion, the board decided that ADUs would not have separate water taps, would require upgraded service lines, and would not incur additional sewer fees or renewable water infrastructure fees. The meeting concluded with a financial report indicating stable district finances and a decision to continue using express bill pay for online billing, followed by an executive session for legal counsel on potential agreements. In a recent meeting, the Monument Sanitation District Board received an operational update from District Manager Mark Parker regarding El Paso County's plans for Beacon Light Road. Parker reported that the county aims to level and straighten the road while adding curbs and gutters, with construction plans nearly complete. He noted that the sewer service aspect of the project hinges on the potential construction of a Buc-ee's travel center, which would be responsible for any necessary improvements. Additionally, Parker mentioned that he is preparing the draft budget for 2026, pending final figures from the Tri-Lakes wastewater treatment facility. The next Monument Sanitation District meeting is set for October 15, where further discussions on the budget and other matters will take place. The Triview Metropolitan District meeting on September 18 started early, with discussions on various projects and plans for the district. The board learned that the Higbee Road project has been delayed until early October due to utility issues. During the meeting, the board president requested a fire mitigation plan for Sanctuary Point and a beautification plan for the drainage area in Home Place Ranch. Director John Gibbons raised concerns about the financial reports, asking for updates before the next meeting, which the board accepted in a 4-0 vote. District Manager James McGrady reported that the Higbee Road project would begin in early October after utility complications were resolved. Water Treatment Superintendent Gary Potter noted that Well A7 is underperforming and proposed its replacement in 2026, while ensuring adequate water supply for the winter. Assistant Manager Steve Sheffield mentioned that water quality testing is ongoing, with samples required for a permit to construct a slurry wall for the central reservoir. The meeting concluded with an executive session for legal advice, and no actions were taken before adjourning at 9:35 p.m. At the September meeting of the Denali Water and Sanitation District Board, Acting General Manager Christina Hawker presented a financial report and a preview of the 2026 budget. Hawker indicated that the district would likely not meet its budgeted water sales unless the weather in September and October was warmer and drier than usual. She reported that expenditures were under budget, with the Upper Monument Creek Regional Wastewater Treatment Facility remaining on track with 32% of its budget left. In discussing the 2026 budget, Hawker highlighted anticipated increases in health insurance premiums, building and automotive insurance, and chemical costs due to inflation and tariffs. She outlined 3 budget scenarios, each involving different capital improvement costs and proposed rate increases over the next several years. Hawker also reviewed the district's reserve fund balances, totaling $12.1 million, and detailed 6 capital projects planned for 2026. During operational reports, Hawker mentioned progress on the Loop Water Reuse project and an open house event that attracted significant community interest. The meeting concluded with an executive session to discuss workplace complaints, after which the board reaffirmed the authority of its president and vice president to handle legal matters. The next board meeting is scheduled for October 16, and the public is encouraged to attend or access the meeting online for updates. At its September meeting, the El Paso County Regional Loop Water Authority Board awarded a contract for the design of the Calhoun Reservoir expansion to CDM Smith for $426,000. Patricia Hutchinson, the Loop's workflow manager, recommended CDM Smith after interviewing 2 companies, highlighting the importance of a geotechnical survey included in their proposal. In financial updates, Corbin from reported that the Loop had received invoices totaling $199,000 and was awaiting reimbursements from the El Paso County Board of Commissioners for previous expenses. The board also decided to discontinue their monthly workshop meetings, citing inefficiencies due to varying attendance from consulting and engineering companies. The next regular meeting is set for October 16, with ongoing meetings scheduled for the 3rd Thursday of each month at Monument Town Hall. The El Paso County Board of County Commissioners recently approved a contract with Matrix Design Group for construction management services on the Fox Run Regional Park Pond and Gazebo renovation project. This project, covering about 4 acres, will enhance various park features, including the gazebo, amphitheater, and 2 ponds, with a total budget of $244,175. During a subsequent meeting, the board recognized September 11 as Patriot Day and September 17 as Constitution Day, encouraging residents to educate younger generations about the Constitution. On September 23, the board discussed 2 resolutions related to the new Santa Fe Regional Trail, including an intergovernmental agreement for trail compliance and a special warranty deed for maintenance responsibilities. Both resolutions were approved, and the board's meetings are open to the public, providing opportunities for community engagement and oversight. The El Paso County Parks Department has announced a pause on the Fox Run Nature Center project, originally initiated in 2013. This decision, made on September 2, reflects the current economic challenges faced by the community, according to Executive Director Todd Maters. Maters emphasized that while the county's financial position is stable, many residents are struggling due to rising material costs and supply chain issues. He noted that the financial demands on nonprofits competing for limited resources also influenced the decision to halt the project. In summary, the Parks Department is prioritizing community needs in light of the economic environment, putting the Fox Run Nature Center project on hold for now. The Northern El Paso County Coalition of Community Associations, known as NEPCO, held its general membership meeting on September 13, with 22 of its 49 member homeowners associations represented. During the meeting, President Mike Aspen's son announced that board elections will take place in November, with 4 positions open and Harold Larson heading the nomination committee. Guest speaker Megan Harrington, the Executive Director for Planning and Community Development, discussed her role and the importance of understanding current legislation affecting land use and zoning processes. Another speaker, Jack Ladley, the Executive Director of the Public Works Department, highlighted ongoing infrastructure projects, including roadway widenings and drainage improvements across the county. NEPCO typically meets bi-monthly, with the next meeting scheduled for November 15, where county commissioners will be guest speakers, and interested parties can learn more about HOA membership through their website. The Woodmoor Improvement Association Board convened on September 24 to address resident concerns regarding prairie dogs and prepare for winter conditions. Residents expressed frustration over the lack of prairie dog mitigation in their area, despite having paid for the service, prompting President Brian Bush to acknowledge the challenges of achieving complete eradication due to ongoing construction. Community Outreach Director Rick DePaiva shared information about a snowplow tracking dashboard from El Paso County, while Public Safety Director Brad Gleason reminded residents that El Paso County Public Works is responsible for all roads in Woodmoor. In financial updates, Treasurer Pete Giusti reported better-than-expected income and ongoing budget preparations for the upcoming year, with a budget presentation scheduled for October. The board emphasized the importance of community safety, with reminders about fire dangers and ongoing architectural projects, while also noting the next board meeting will take place on October 22. Todd Brown, a current board member of D38, expresses his support for Ginger Schaaf in the upcoming election for District 3 of the Board of Education. He highlights the productive partnership between the board, the D38 administrative team, and the community during his tenure. Brown describes his initial meeting with Ginger through their children's scout troop, noting her family's commitment to the community and the district. He believes Ginger shares the values of the current board and will focus on the needs of students while being a responsible steward of taxpayer resources. In conclusion, Todd Brown encourages others to support Ginger Schaaf for the D38 school board seat, emphasizing her potential to contribute positively to the district. D38 school board candidate Jackie Burhans notes that D38 school board prioritizes creating safe and healthy environments for students to thrive in their education. Bullying, defined as intimidation that can occur in various forms, including online, is a significant concern for parents and the district. As cyberbullying rises, it is crucial for the community to reflect on the behaviors and attitudes they model for children. Personal experiences with bullying have led some parents to take proactive measures, such as enrolling their children in martial arts and teaching them about online safety and critical thinking. Community members are encouraged to actively stand against bullying and support one another, fostering a culture of safety and respect. As the D38 school board election approaches, community member Julie Keim expresses her strong support for Jackie Burhans as the ideal candidate for the position. Keim highlights her long-standing acquaintance with Burhans, noting her deep understanding of Colorado's school funding challenges and her active involvement in local education initiatives. Having worked alongside Burhans on various committees, Keim praises her professionalism, balanced approach, and unwavering dedication to supporting students, teachers, and staff. Keim emphasizes the critical role of public education in fostering a knowledgeable community and asserts that Burhans recognizes the importance of a strong school district for the benefit of all residents. In conclusion, Keim urges voters to choose Jackie Burhans, assuring that she will bring knowledge, thoughtfulness, and integrity to the D38 school board. Nathan Kettner concerns about wild horse populations highlights that modern horses occupy an ecological niche similar to their ancient counterparts, yet overlooks the competition and predation they faced thousands of years ago. The Miocene era in North America featured a diverse range of large herbivores, including rhinos, camels, and extinct elephant relatives, which adds context to the current debate on horse populations. While mountain lions may prey on horses, the lack of sufficient natural predation has led to a significant increase in wild horse numbers, raising concerns about their impact on forage and native wildlife. Experts agree that the current horse population on public lands is unsustainable, and managing their numbers is crucial for the health of native species like elk and deer. Urgent calls for action emphasize that without changes to management policies, the consequences for western rangelands and wildlife could become irreversible. Laura Cronick expresses her strong endorsement for Jackie Burhans for the D38 Board of Education, highlighting her extensive involvement in public education. Burhans is recognized for her dedication to community communication regarding D38 issues, values, and solutions. Her unique combination of corporate experience and commitment to public education sets her apart as a candidate. Cronick urges voters to consider Burhans as a qualified and competent choice for the upcoming election on November 4. Lastly, the article notes that letters to the editor in our community news reflect the views of the writers and not necessarily those of the publication itself. Chris Norris, Vice President of the Lewis Palmer School District 38 Board of Education, endorses Ginger Schaaf for the D38 School Board. Norris highlights Schaaf's dedication to prioritizing students in every board decision and her strong problem-solving skills. Her background in management and emotional intelligence enable her to engage constructively in discussions and seek improvements. Norris describes Schaaf as inspirational and committed, urging the community to support her candidacy. This endorsement reflects Norris's personal opinion and does not represent the views of the board or D38. Teresa Phillips, a former member of the D38 Board of Education, endorses Jackie Burhans for the board, citing her extensive experience and commitment to the community. Jackie has actively engaged with the district for over a decade, attending meetings and serving on various committees, which has equipped her with a deep understanding of education policy and governance. Phillips highlights Jackie's ability to listen and contribute thoughtfully, noting her respectful engagement and practical ideas that consider the needs of all students. Jackie's recent work on the Arts Education Task Force showcases her dedication to advancing educational initiatives and celebrating student achievements. In conclusion, Phillips believes that Jackie Burhans' collaborative leadership and policy knowledge will greatly benefit the D38 Board of Education. Rob Pike, a former member of the Lewis Palmer School District 38 Board, endorses Jackie Burhans for the school board, highlighting her leadership and commitment to the community. Pike emphasizes that Jackie possesses a clear vision for student success and is dedicated to engaging with parents, teachers, and students effectively. He notes her ability to tackle complex issues thoughtfully while maintaining a focus on helping every student thrive. Pike acknowledges the challenges of serving on a school board and expresses confidence in Jackie's integrity and courage in making tough decisions. In conclusion, he encourages the community to support Jackie Burhans in the upcoming election for the Lewis Palmer School Board. Steve Waldman has been organizing the District 38 chess tournament for 18 years and highlights the importance of community ties in effective school board members. He emphasizes that Jackie Burhans, a longtime community member, has consistently attended school board meetings and understands the needs of local schools. Waldman describes Burhans as intelligent and compassionate, asserting that she will prioritize the best interests of children if elected to the school board. He advocates for her election, believing her experience and dedication make her a strong candidate. In conclusion, Waldman's letter underscores the value of community involvement in educational leadership, urging support for Burhans in the upcoming election. Reading is essential for personal growth, enhancing vocabulary, critical thinking, and creativity, as highlighted by Dr. Seuss in The Cat in the Hat. For young readers, Science Factopia by Rose Davidson offers an engaging exploration of various topics through 400 fun facts. Be Smart About Screen Time by Rachel Bryan serves as a kid-friendly guide to navigating social media and setting healthy boundaries. In Because of Winn-Dixie, Kate DiCamillo tells a heartwarming story about friendship and transformation through the eyes of a preacher's daughter and her dog. A Wolf Called Wander by Roseanne Perry recounts the true journey of a wolf traveling 1,000 miles, facing dangers in search of a home. The Secret Explorers series by S.J. King combines adventure with educational content, encouraging curiosity about science and history through diverse characters. Where the Mountain Meets the Moon by Grace Lynn is a fantasy tale that blends folklore with an epic quest for the mythical Old Man of the Moon. Lastly, Money Skills for Teens by Fern Bow provides essential financial knowledge for teenagers, covering budgeting, saving, and responsible credit use. In conclusion, these recommended books not only entertain but also educate, making them valuable additions to any young reader's collection. In October, the library will host several special programs, including a time travel-themed escape room for teens, a nature wand program for tweens, and a scrap exchange event. The escape room, titled Chronoshift Reality Rewritten, will take place on October 10th, where teens will work to fix a mishap caused by an AI-generated post that threatens a Friends Student Council election. On October 17th, the third Friday Friends of Pikes Peak Library District Book Club will discuss Fuzz by Mary Roach, and a Nature Wands program for tweens will allow participants to create art from natural materials. The Scrap Exchange on October 18th invites attendees to bring unwanted craft materials to trade for new supplies, along with an upcycling craft activity, with no registration required. Additionally, a goal-setting workshop using astrology will be held on October 25th, alongside regular programs like Toddler Time, Story Time, and Pause to Read, catering to various age groups and interests. On September 18th, the Palmer Lake Historical Society held a meeting at the Palmer Lake Town Hall, featuring Leah Davis Witherow from the Pioneers Museum. Witherow shared insights about the museum, which was originally the El Paso County Courthouse built in 1903 and has been a museum since 1979. After a year of renovations, the museum reopened on July 13, 2024, showcasing new exhibits, including 50% of the Story, Women Expressing Creativity, which highlights the contributions of women artists. Another significant exhibit, Until Forever Comes, This is Ute Homeland, focuses on the history and culture of the Ute people, developed in collaboration with tribal members over 5 years. The Pioneers Museum is located in Colorado Springs and is open Tuesday through Saturday, offering free admission and tours by appointment. PLHS meetings occur monthly and are open to the public. The annual Ride for Tim took place on September 13th, honoring Tim Watkins, who was tragically killed while mountain biking in 2017. Friends and family gathered at the Tim Watkins Memorial in Palmer Lake, where they shared memories and rode the Santa Fe Trail despite challenging weather conditions. Travis Morris, a former riding companion of Watkins, contributed to the event by providing food for attendees at the social gathering held at 300 Days of Shine. The Palmer Lake Fire Department paid tribute by lighting the star on Sundance Mountain in memory of Watkins, who was a beloved figure in the local biking community. El Paso County Sheriff's Office investigator Jennifer Buchholz attended the event, encouraging anyone with information about Watkins's case to contact the sheriff's office. This summer's heavy rainfall has led to an increase in toxic toadstools in gardens, prompting concerns about their management. A natural remedy involves scattering cornmeal, which promotes beneficial fungi that can outcompete harmful toadstools while also supporting garden health. Cornmeal not only acts as a natural fungicide and mild fertilizer but also attracts beneficial insects that help control garden pests. Additionally, sweet potato leaves can be prepared in various dishes and are nutritious, with the potential for significant yields when grown outdoors. In conclusion, utilizing cornmeal and sweet potato plants can enhance garden health and productivity while minimizing harmful fungi and pests. As summer events wrap up, the fall season brings new opportunities for artistic engagement, particularly during National Arts and Humanities Month in October. This month-long celebration aims to promote equitable access to the arts and highlight their positive impact on communities and individuals. A visit to the new Monumental Impact for Technology, Engineering, and Entrepreneurship, or MITE, reveals a vibrant makerspace where people of all ages can learn and create using advanced tools and technology. Executive Director Jeanette Breton showcased a variety of equipment, enabling participants to craft everything from cosplay costumes to engraved glassware, fostering both creativity and entrepreneurial skills. With ongoing workshops and membership options, MITE and local resources like Silver Key and the Pikes Peak Library District continue to support community learning and innovation in the arts. Our community news is enhancing connections within the Tri-Lakes community through new interactive website features. The website now allows users to post questions and comments on various content, fostering engagement and conversation. OCN offers 2 audio podcast options, including brief highlights and full readings, with video versions featuring large subtitles for better accessibility. Additionally, an online community calendar is available for event searches, and short clips of local events can be viewed on OCN's YouTube channel. To stay updated, residents can sign up for a free newsletter and download the new mobile and desktop app for breaking news and event alerts. Event listings may change, so verify details before attending. In Colorado, drivers must stop for school buses with flashing lights and extended stop arms. Automated stop arm cameras are being installed on school buses to catch violators. Pedestrian fatalities in Colorado have surged, prompting a safety campaign from CDOT. Parents can find car seat inspection stations and assistance through various organizations. October zombie hunting permits support local park development and can be purchased online. To prevent bear encounters, secure trash and consider bear-resistant containers. Seek shelter during thunderstorms, as lightning can strike unexpectedly. The Lewis Palmer School District will offer no-cost meals for elementary students next year. Community volunteers are needed for various local programs, including gardening and support services. Thank you for joining us for highlights from the articles and columns from this issue of OCN. To dive into the full articles and columns or explore more content, visit ocn.me. Don't miss out, sign up for our community newsletter to stay updated with every new post.